Welcome back, guys. Alright, official training for the Everest challenge is underway. Today I'm attempting to regulate my heart rate, maintain a good pace for the 15-hour marathon that I set myself a goal to complete. So first thing first, I acknowledge that for the Everesting challenge to actually count, your trainer difficulty must be at 100%. But that's not going to happen. I've ridden the Alpe once at 100% trainer difficulty. I can tell you, I was grinding less than 50 RPM. So that's not going to happen for 8 times or 8.5 times. So first thing first, I reduced my trainer difficulty down to 50%. That way I can hold roughly between 2 to 2.5 watts per kilo up the Alpe. Now, I've watched a few of Everesting videos on YouTube. Most of you guys would know Cam Jeffers. On his last lap, he was doing 2.4 watts, barely nudging 3 watts per kilo. Man, at his level of fitness, and that's what he's mustering out towards the end, I'll probably be doing 1 watt or 1.2 watt tops. So my goal here is to practice, practice and practice. It's all about the mental strength to complete this challenge. Physically, I think your body will push through if your brain or your mind forces you to go through that. So today, it's just a small taste of what I have to endure. So I'm doing 2 fire and ice. I want a nice warm up before I tackle the Alpe climb. First Alpe attempt, and I think realistically I want to hold 2.5 watts per kilo up the first time, and then on the way down, on my second attempt, 2 watts per kilo. So I just want to know what it feels like. I've never done the Alpe back to back before, so this will be my very first time doing that. Alright guys, I will update you guys on my time between an hour and 15 to an hour and 30, which is around about 75 to 95 minutes. Alright, wish me luck. So far so good, but this is just the start of the suffering. Alright, I'm at a 10% gradient. And I still have 3 gears left on my rear sprocket, which is good. That allows me to change to an easier gear 5-6 hours into my ride. So far so good. Quite happy, comfortable. Heart rate a little bit higher than I hope. So the main objective here is not to let my heart rate drift beyond 167 beats per minute. That would exceed my endurance zone, and therefore I'm going to go into tempo, which I don't want to. So far so good. Heart rate 149. Cadence is a bit low, 72, but the watts is perfect. Alright guys, just started out. Everything is good when you have fresh legs. I'll update you guys on how I feel towards the end. We're approaching switchback 10, just slightly under 40 minutes. Beautiful pace so far. My heart rate did not exceed, or has not exceeded 150, so quite happy with that. Everything's going according to plan. Still feeling really good. An hour and 10 minutes into the ride. Haven't taken any fuel on board yet, but I will probably try to, I don't feel hungry. I still feel very good. Legs still quite fresh. Probably the best I've ever felt on the Alpe at this stage. Then again, this is probably the slowest I've ever made the attempt on. Another thing I noticed is that the Alpe has changed their display. They're giving you your PR on each switchback now, which is good. Before, when I was chasing a PB, but now my goal here is, all right, setting myself small targets at each interval. So switchback 10 is halfway up the hill, so try to crack that under 40 minutes for at least the first 5 times, hopefully. Again, all these numbers are rough, so I have something to work with, which is good. So double 40 minutes is 80 minutes to get to the top of the Alpe. So an hour and 20 minutes. That sounds reasonable. Alright guys, on target for optimal training. Okay, approaching the final stretch of the first climb. ETA 80 minutes and 30 seconds. Perfect, between 75 to 90 minutes. So it's the simple fact that my heart rate is still under 150 beats per minute. Successfully maintained that on every switchback on average. And what I've learned from today's benchmark ride, my set goal is to stay between 140 to 150 watts on each switchback. So if I can maintain that throughout all my rides, I think I can preserve enough energy to keep pushing my body further. There's a simple fact that I'm still having a conversation with you guys at this stage is amazing. If you guys watch my videos and see my previous attempts, you'll know that it's the fact that I'm only doing 50 watts less than those attempts. It's just the feeling is totally different. So it's just crazy. It's blowing my mind away. Whew. All right. As you guys know, I'm nowhere near experienced or fit enough to make this attempt successfully yet. That's why I'm giving myself 6 months of training. For those who are watching, any guide, any information that you can give me, any tips, please comment below. I'll definitely take them into account and hopefully apply them in the next couple months and be more efficient. Anyone who's actually successfully attempted the virtual Everesting, please comment below. Let me know how you did it, what your set targets and goals were, and how you felt. I'm pretty sure I'm going to hit the wall roughly even before halfway. So after that, it's just a mental strength to get myself through the final hours of the challenge. So I believe I am grasping the basics of this challenge, knowing how to control my heart rate or keeping my heart rate at a good level that I can sustain for an estimated 15 hours of riding, which is based on my estimate now, but who knows, I can probably bring that down to 13 hours when I get better and stronger. Okay, so first benchmark ride, I'm crossing the banner right now at 80 minutes and 40 seconds. Quite happy with that. I can learn a lot from today's ride, and all I have to do now is get down to the bottom and do it all over again. All right guys, see you guys at the bottom. Off the bike as my avatar goes downhill. That's a good thing about virtual Everesting. You actually can get off your bike. So I'm not sure how those guys, or the pro or the athletes who do the actual real Everesting, bloody beasts, I tell you. Anyways, as you can see, let's relax the legs as much as I can. Can't go wrong with a massage gun. Okay, so roughly 12 to 15 minute break between each climb. We'll see how I go. We're 2.5 hours in. Starting to really feel it now. Heart rate has drifted up above 150. Lingering about 152, 151. Legs don't feel that bad, but fatigue's definitely kicked in. And 2.5 watts feels a lot harder than first time round. So it feels like I have to work pretty hard to maintain this 2.5. So, we are approaching switchback 13 only, still a long way to go. We're approaching switchback 10, 39.50, a little bit quicker than the first attempt. On pace, however, the heart rate is drifted above 155. So I've got two choices: lower my effort so the heart rate can stabilize under 160, maintain the effort and let it drift past 163, putting me into my tempo zone. At the moment I'm feeling okay. I would say 6 out of 10. But I will lower my effort as I'm allowing myself 90 minutes for each lap, so I got a small buffer. I really want to get the heart rate into the endurance zone. I think that's more of a priority for me. This is only my second lap. If I let it get away from me now, I won't be able to pull it back on the 5th, even 6th if I survive that long. Alright guys, keep working. Just hit 2,000 meters of elevation, 3 hours and 10 minutes into the ride. Oh boy. Definitely feeling it. 3 switchbacks to go. Alright. 250 meters to go. ETA 81.25. Roughly 40 seconds slower than my first ascent, which is not too bad. How I'm feeling right now, 5 out of 10. Overall, the effort's maintainable, but long way to go. I can't imagine doing this another 6.5 times. Over 2,200 meters of elevation, which is a quarter of the way there. All right. Other than that, I think this is a solid training session. As I said earlier, long way to go. Need to practice. I think my pacing is going okay. Unfortunately, my heart rate's drifted out to 170 now, into the tempo zone. So, towards the last 5 hairpins, it stayed above 160. So maybe I just need to get fitter. All right, crossing the banner right now at 81.30 actually. So, all in all, solid workout. Follow me on my journey and see how I go and progress in the next couple of months. If any one of you are planning to join me, please drop me a message. I would love to get in touch and hopefully we can put out a training plan together. If not, we could just talk and discuss our progress. Something that will keep me motivated and hopefully help you stay motivated as well. Alright guys, thank you so much for joining me on this journey. I'll catch you guys on the next ride. See ya.